What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best free 93 overall stocking stuffer players to add to your MUT 25 squad. We'll break down everything in its entirety, how to obtain the upgrade token, how to get the stocking stuffer players, how to get Snow to make all this happen. So let's go ahead and jump right on into it. If you missed it earlier, I put out a video breaking down the entire Zero Chill promo, so make sure you go check that one out. We're going to focus on the stocking stuffers. So let's start with the players. If you go into your field pass here, you're going to be looking for the stocking stuffer filter, and you're going to notice that all of these cards are at an 87 overall, right? So this is basically the starting point, and available day one or during part one, we have 16 different players. That's half of the NFL. When part two drops a week from today, next Thursday, we're going to get 16 more of these players to represent the other 16 teams that aren't represented today from these base teams that you see right on the card art for the teams that they play for right now. Now, of course, if any of these players play for multiple teams, they can get the team chemistries for those players. We can use DeAndre Swift as a pretty good example here. If you go into the catalog and take a look at his card, we'll go to the upgrade tab. He is going to get chemistries for the Eagles, the Lions, and the Bears. Now, this is important because I want to note that these cards, if you put them on a theme team for their active NFL team, so this would only work for the Bears in relation to DeAndre Swift, they actually get additional theme team boosts, and you're actually going to see those under that chemistries and positions tab. If you go one to the right here, you're going to see that you have a couple different options. We have a power run motivator, a pro passing, a run stopper, and then the final one's going to be pass defense. So if I wanted to equip the pro passing motivator and I rocked a Chicago Bears theme team, this would add +1 strength and +1 pass block to all of the Chicago Bears on my team. Now, he played for the Lions, he played for the Eagles. We can't do that with those teams. It's only going to work for their current team. You can still add the team chemistries for the other teams that they played for to go towards that count of the 2020 or 40-40 theme team, but to get the additional boost, it's only going to be for the team that they're actively on. And you can split it up. Like I could go one power run motivator and one pro passing, and we're going to get boost to strength and run block and pass block. Or you could double up pro passing, and that would give +1 strength, +2 to pass block, +1 to pass block power, pass block foot power, and mid route running. If you want to put defensive boosts on an offensive player, you can do that. So if I had a Bears theme team and I activated this one and did both of them in both buckets, we'd be getting, double block shed, +1 to pursuit, play wreck, hit power. Hopefully you get the, the point at this point. So when it comes down to the best cards, we're going to break down, I think I got 8 of them out of the 16 that I think are worth looking at. But if you rock a theme team and your team is represented right now with one of these first 16 cards, more than likely you should just go with that player for that theme team because of those additional boosts and how they're going to help out other players on your team. Also, I'll mention it again because we're getting 16 more of these. If your theme team is not represented, you might just want to have some patience here and wait until next week, and we'll do a follow-up video going over all 32 of the players and the best ones to choose out of the entire group. For now, we're just breaking down the 16 available players. So if you go into the upgrade tab on any of these 87 overalls, you're going to see that you need 5 training to get to that initial step. That's going to unlock the team chemistry bucket. So again, if they played for multiple teams and you have them at an 87 OVR, you can add whatever theme team you want for the teams that they played. In order to bring them up to a 93 overall and boost their attributes, you're going to need a stocking stuffer champion token. Now, at the end of the promo, you're going to be able to obtain 2 of these. As of right now, you can only get 1, and that means out of all of these cards, at this very moment, only one of them can go up to a 93 overall, which is a little frustrating because if you saw the attributes on these cards at a 93 OVR, a lot of them are extremely good, and it's really difficult to decide which one you want to actually upgrade right now. That's why we're making this video. You'll get a second opportunity to do a second player next Thursday, and so far, there's no type of pack offers that contain those tokens, but I would not be surprised if during part 2 or maybe part 3 or maybe even some of the gifts that are going to open up on Christmas Day, I would not be surprised if there's another opportunity to get one of these upgrade tokens, and if there is, that's a big W. So your next question question and my next answer is going to be, how do you get these stocking stuffer champion tokens? Well, you're going to go over to the store. If you tab over to the right 4 times, go to the snow store. Here it is. For 4,900 stow, you're going to get the upgrade token. Now you can see that you only have 1 remaining. I'm guessing this will either refresh and add a second one next Thursday, or they'll just add a whole new offer next to this one. And if you don't want to spend the snow, or if you don't have the snow to buy it, you can hang on until you're able to afford it, or until you're ready to make a decision. Now, how do you get the snow to go ahead and do that? There's a bunch of different avenues that you can take. Now, if you go through the solo challenges, the field pass, you can obtain enough snow and enough currency, or enough cards that quick sell for that currency, to get to that 4,900 mark. If you don't buy the premium field pass, you're going to get 3,600 snow from the regular field pass, and then from the solo challenges, when it's all said and done, you're going to get another 1,000. But you have to keep in mind that all zero chill players are going to quick sell for snow, all presents are going to quick sell for snow, and you can earn a lot of those things through the solo challenges and the field pass. The numbers that I just kind of broke down for you are all just based on the direct snow reward that you're going to be getting. So what I mean by that is, when I get to level 4, I get a small stocking that's going to give me a present. I can quick sell that present and get snow back. Now, I recommend that you hang on to that stuff and wait until Christmas Day and let it open, but that's one other way that you can obtain snow outside of the direct snow rewards that you're going to be getting. Also, if you go to your daily objectives, completing your dailies every day or every couple days here will give you additional stockings that have presents, so that's another opportunity, several opportunities to go out there and earn snow. There's going to be Twitch drops and open directories throughout the duration of this promo over the next 23, 22 days or so, that you're going to be able to tune into Twitch streams to be able to earn this snow as well. And again, if you go back and look at the solo challenge rewards, or you just look at the field pass rewards, there are player packs. This is a premium one, so it's not the greatest example, but for instance, at level 13, you get a B&D 87 plus B&D zero chill player. If this turns out to be a card that you can't really use on your team, you can quick sell that card and get snow as well. We have a brand new MUT draft event right now, which you don't even need to have a good MUT team, because you're not using your MUT team in this event. And this is yet another way that you can go out and earn snow to be able to buy that upgrade token and not have to spend any of your actual coin. Now, if you're able to go on a flawless run, which is winning 5 games in a row without losing, you get some really good rewards, and every time you do that, the rewards are going to increase. But if you can't even get to that point, you can still earn snow just by getting 1 or 2 wins. You want to try to shoot for 3 at minimum every time, because that's going to give you 13,000 or 1,380 snow, but you also get an entry token to go back into that event and play it again and again and again. So if you continue to play through this and get at least 3 wins, you're basically getting a free entry into the next one and the next one and the next one, and ultimately you can earn unlimited snow for free if you're able to win some games. The draft event allows you to draft a team from a select player pool that EA decided. You use that team, they give you random playbooks to choose from. Again, you could have a 0 overall team. I'm obviously exaggerating here, but you don't have to have a good MUT team to go in and play that MUT draft game mode. So it's a really good starting point if some of you maybe just picked up the game and you're wondering what to do first. You can kind of get a feel for the game and, you know, work with a team without having to spend any coin. And then the final thing that I'll recommend here, and this one will cause you to spend some currency, but if you want to kind of escalate this process and be able to get to the pack or the stocking stuffer champion token, you can quick sell cards that you might have in your binder for training. And if you do that, you can go over to the training tab within the store, and you're going to see this 83 plus zero chill player pack. So we're going to do another video separately, kind of breaking this all down and talking about if it's worth it or not. But the idea here is that you're going to take training, right? You're going to open up this pack, and every card that you get out of this pack, you're simply going to quick sell for snow. And this is another way to bring that snow count up there to be able to afford the upgrade token. Now, this pack is going to give you probably a ton of 83s, but I've seen some people say they got a couple 90s out of it. And it really depends on how much training you're putting into it. Ultimately, it's the best way to take binder trash. Like if you have a ton of B&Ds in your possession, go through and quick sell those, take all of that training right now, and you can just hit this 83 plus zero chill reroll pack over and over and over and over again until you can't afford it anymore. And one other thing to point out, great example here, opening up this pack will give you those base level 87 overall players. So if this is a player that you want to go ahead and upgrade and you don't have the 87, you're either going to have to go off the auction house and buy them or hope to get lucky in a pack like this. There's tons of other free packs in the solo challenges and the field pass, like 83 plus packs, 87 plus packs. So when you open those, if you get the player that you do want to upgrade, obviously that's a big bonus. If you get a player that you don't really care to upgrade, you can do what I'm doing here and just go ahead and quick sell it, and eventually you'll have enough snow to be able to purchase this upgrade token. As you saw right there, we got lucky on the 83 plus and we got ourselves a 90, and 90s are going to quick sell for 2,140 snow. So I think we're pretty close now to needing what we need to get to open up that token pack. So now that we have enough snow, let's go ahead and purchase it. We're going to upgrade our player and then finally talk about the best players to use this token on to upgrade. Love the animation here on this one. And the good thing about this is you can upgrade a player, and then if you want to change your mind, you can take the token out of that player and then put it in the next player. You know, if the next set of 16 gets 2 really good cards, you can always change your mind. Once you get the token, it's up to you, as long as you have that 87. So for me, because I run a Lions and Eagles theme team, I definitely want to go with the Eagles option here. And remember, I talked about how DeAndre Swift, the bonus boost that he's going to provide will only work for Chicago Bears players. He still gets that Eagles chem to get that normal theme team boost. So I want to use my first token for, without a doubt here, on Jalen Carter. So I'm going to go into the upgrade tab. We'll spend that initial 5 training. Again, that's going to unlock the secondary position and team chemistry slots. And then we're going to go ahead and place that stocking stuffer upgrade token in him. That's going to jump him up to a 93 overall, but with chemistries, he's all the way up to a 96. And I want to show you my lineup on exactly why this is happening, but we got him up to 89 speed, 96 acceleration, 96 strength, 98 block shed, 97 power move, 82 finesse move. The boost that you're getting from this Zero Chill promo on all Zero Chill and stocking stuffer cards, absolutely insane, and these almost look like endgame cards. I may change these at some point, but for the motivators, I went with Run Stopper in the first bucket, and then I went for Pass Defense for the second bucket, so we're only taking advantage of just the Tier 1 boosts, and those will be applied to all the Eagles theme team players on my team. So the main reason these cards are so cracked and have these crazy boosts, because you can see DeAndre Swift, he's just at that base 87 OVR. He's chemmed all the way up to a 90 OVR. And if we go to the attributes and see, he's getting plus 3 speed, 1 from my Eagles theme team, and if I had a 40-40 theme team, it would actually be plus 4 in speed, but the other 2 speeds are coming from the welcome pack players that we got in this program. So when you open up the welcome pack, you got a David Njoku and a Montez Sweat, and I don't think it's supposed to work like this, so it might actually get downgraded eventually, and I know there is a date when all of this will get downgraded, but putting David Njoku in your lineup, even at that base OVR that they come from the welcome pack in, without even upgrading them, is going to give plus 1 speed to all of the Zero Chill theme team players, or sorry, just all of the Zero Chill players in my lineup. And then if you put the Montez Sweat in your lineup as well, that provides another plus 1 speed. I think it's only supposed to be like Sweat only boosts the defense and Njoku boosts the offense, but right now, it's boosting both sides of the ball, and that's why these cards are so good. So I think that took a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but that's the entire breakdown of how you obtain the upgrade token and all of the best ways to go around doing it. Now let's close out the video by talking about the best players to upgrade. Like I said, I narrowed it down to 8. We're going to kind of go from like least favorite to favorite, and I'll put them in positional groups. I actually really like this Calais Campbell, 87 speed. Again, you can boost these cards up to the point where he's going to be basically at like 90 speed with 96 strength, and the block shed's going to be close to 99. The power move's going to be close to 99. The finesse move might even be in the 90s, and at that point, you're looking at a guy who's got crazy strength, speed, and all 3 of the pass rushing attributes or run stopping attributes in the 90 plus range, with 2 of them being really close to 99. So if you need some pass rush on the outside, Calais Campbell is really, really good. We already talked about Jalen Carter. You saw what he looks like on an Eagles theme team, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but he's probably the best defensive tackle in the game. Staying on the defensive side of the ball, if you need a free safety, this Malik Mustafa is a pretty solid card. Now, he's actually a kind of slow compared to the rest of the cards we're going to talk about, but even with the 93 speed that can get up to 95, 96, even 97 on a full 49ers Steam team, which is probably one of, if not the best Steam teams in the game right now, he's going to be incredibly fast. You get the 90 man, 92 zone, 95 hit power. He is only 5'10", so that's one thing that you want to keep in mind. The majority of the cards, especially in the secondary, are really tall players. One other exception is going to be Asante Samuel Jr. I think he makes the perfect slot cornerback in a zone coverage scheme. He is 5'10", 5'11", but he gives you the 94 speed, 92 man, 94 zone coverage. So with the height, I'd play him on the inside, and he's a zone archetype, but you can play man coverage with him as well if you like to mix up your coverage. I mean, you can use this card and the other one. So Deron Bland, I believe, is 6 foot even or 6'1". We kind of went in order as far as height goes on these cornerbacks, but he's another player that basically has 90 plus man in zone with 94 speed. And then the third one, and I think the best corner out of all of them, is going to be Zion McCollum, because he's 6'2", again, 94 speed. His play rec is low. I wouldn't be overly concerned about that one. And if you run a lot of man coverage, this should be your number one choice. Again, if you're picking based off your theme team, that's totally fine. But if you're just looking for the best player available and trying to upgrade a certain position and you need a cornerback, Zion McCollum is 100% your guy, because he gives you the speed, the height, and both of the coverages at a 90 plus. And then moving over to offense, there's a lot of wide receivers out there. You got DeAndre Hopkins, you got Darnell Mooney, Jerry Jeudy's tied up there with the fastest of them all, and he's 6'1". Now, the one concern is the catch rating, but in my personal opinion, I don't think, an 88 catch receiver is going to catch or drop any more or less passes than a player with a 90 catch or a 91 catch. If they're open, they're going to catch the ball, and that's what you're trying to do when you're scheming these players and running your offense. So 94 speed, 6'1", and the route running hits the thresholds 90 plus on short, mid, and deep. And we already talked about DeAndre Swift. If you need a running back, you saw what you can do with this card on the theme team boost there. You could potentially get this card up to 98 speed. His trucking is really low, but he gives you great change of direction, acceleration, agility, break tackle, and he has an 88 catch rating, which is extremely good as well. So if you need a running back, take a look at DeAndre Swift. And to me, those are going to be the best players to upgrade for your 93 overall free stocking stuffer. Let me know which one you picked down below in the comment section. And remember, you're going to get a second one when part 2 drops. So we'll do a follow-up video. Thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.